Steve, it's getting cold and dark out there. Like, it's rainy. It's in the 40s. This sucks, man. I like the summer.
How do you know when this episode is going to be released?
Well, I know what today is like. I mean, no one knows when our episodes are going to be released, except that we know it will be a Tuesday.
Yeah, but 40s, cold, windy, rainy can describe anything between October and April in the place where we live.
To college, radio DJs. During the 90s, hosts Keith and Steve helped expose bands like Nirvana. Pavin and PJ Harvey, they went to shows, interviewed musicians and reviewed albums for various zines, the papers. They worked security at concerts and once even did load-in for Fish. Now they're dads. Whether you want to explore lesser-known music or take a trip down memory lane, tune into the new Dad Rock. Join hosts Keith and Steve as they navigate the ages together, sharing their love of music across various genres. Always well-intentioned, often well-informed, seldom boring. The new Dad Rock will expand your mind.
Do you go to concerts anymore? Dude, let's see.
Not really. Like, I keep getting excited about them and wanting to. Like, a week or so ago, like, in 3 nights, it was like Viagra Boys, Tropical Fuck Storm.
And Tropical Fuck Storm.
Well, Tropical Fuck Storm played like 3 or 4 days in a row.
Nice.
But the Mystery Lights, who are my new find from Field Division this summer. They're my favorite psychedelic band from the Brooklyn area.
Wait, which one is that?
The Mystery Lights.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Man, that was a great concert. Are you not going next year?
No way, man. If I do go to a concert next year, I may go back and see the reformed version of Rush with a new drummer.
That'd be cool. That would be cool.
Yeah. So on their farewell tour, they played 1 night at Madison Square Garden. Now they already have 4 for the reunion tour. So I guess Neil was dragging them down.
Guess so. Man, they should play the Sphere. I bet Rush would be great at the Sphere. I really want to see a band at the Sphere, but the bands they're putting out are not quite the bands I'd be into.
Well, Fish played there.
Yeah, that was hard to get tickets for. That's also, I don't really go to that many Fish shows anymore. I want to be really into the band. Like, Depeche Mode would be pretty amazing there. Obviously, the Gizzard. Man, some of these other new bands I'm into, but, they're not big enough yet. The Cure would be amazing there, right?
Sure.
So, yeah, well, okay. There's all these concerts coming up. We talked about last time, I went to 21 Pilots. That was an amazing concert. Outdoors. Not going to be so many outdoor concerts anymore for the next couple months. Let's see. I went to Mountain Goats. That was amazing. That was like...
What kind of venue was he playing in?
It was the Ardmore Music Hall in Ardmore, Pennsylvania. So it's not even in Philly. It's like a 15, 20-minute drive from my house. Which is
there
cool.
A college there?
There is not. But that train station is an Amtrak train station. So that's how I get to New York City from there. There is a bigger town around there. I think you're a town or two outside the Philly limits. But yeah, so it's like a 500-person venue is my guess. Jasper's been there for bar mitzvahs, so you can rent the whole thing out. It's really interesting because they'll actually set up seating like in the front of it. And, but like, I think it's just chairs they're putting in. Probably like, I don't know, 50, 100 seats. Then there's like 100, 200 of us sitting around the bar. There's a balcony, standing to the side of the stage where the restroom and the food place is, and there's a balcony up top where there's some seating. They sell like 4 different sets of seating but there's only like 200 seats. So anyway, it's probably 400 or 500 people. So great venue. The tickets were $60. So, you kind of paid to see them at a smaller venue because they played the Fillmore in San Francisco, so they can play up bigger, but it was great to see them in such a small venue. That was awesome. They played 20 songs or so. No children.
Righteous brother.
Yeah, it was good. So, upcoming, I got a lot of concerts, and even more that I want to go to that I can't go to. But I'm going to see Joey Vance and Bray. They have a Joey Valence Brae, sorry. Their new album, Hyper Youth, is actually probably one of the top 10 albums of the year. I'm going to say that right now.
All
In
right.
fact,
Well, it's a plug for our upcoming year-end show. I've already started a list. I haven't checked it twice yet, though.
totally. In prepping for this episode, I was like, it's too early to start talking lists, but there's better music's come out later in the later half of this year, so I'm pretty excited. So yeah.
So surely you're talking about the new Hawkwind album that came out this year, right?
Not yet. We're saving it, Steve. So Joey Valence and Brae are playing. I've talked about them a few times. They sound like Beastie Boys to me.
They're
two
the
kids.
baddest bitch in the club.
Yeah, exactly. It's two kids out of Penn State, and
baddest bitch in the club.
They look like they're having fun. All the shows they like do Instagram stories, and they come out. Seems all energy, high energy. I bet I'm the oldest person in the audience. Maybe not, but it'll be close. It's an all ages venue. Opening for them is this group AG Club. AG Club is really cool. Their latest one is from 2024 called Brody World. They're out of the Bay Area actually. But the AG Club is short for Avant-Garde Club. And it's kind of like, yeah, man, it's a genre blurring collective from the Bay Area. It's really cool. Yeah, man. See, I did my homework. They mash internet humor, emotional storytelling, and mosh pit energy into a sound that feels like scrolling through TikTok at 3 a.m. I think ChatGPT might have written that for me. Anywho, moral of the story
I don't even have TikTok, man.
Me neither. That's why. Oh, no, I downloaded it because my friend keeps sending me like silly blurbs, but I'm going to uninstall it again. Yeah, but AJ Club's opening. There's one song called Barry. I think I've sent it to you. I really like that song, Barry. I don't know why.
It was very good.
I was gonna say it reminds me of Juice WRLD a little, but I think that's just the superficial read I'm giving it. But it's obviously hip hop, obviously young, so it's good. AG Club, some new music I'd be into. A concert I'm not going to because tickets are over $200 a pop is Geese. Geese is obviously, top.
They blew up, man. I've already seen them in concert.
Yeah,
twice.
For the Gizzard, right?
Yeah, they open up for King Giz 24.
Yeah, this album's way better though. Their latest album's pretty sick. But tickets are going for $200 a pop on like secondhand markets. That is pricey.
Yeah. That's crazy, yo.
Yeah.
I wonder what would happen if you tried to see Goose.
I'm not even sure they sold out the Man's theater, but here in Philly. But that's because they have 6,000 lawn tickets, so who knows? Another
Duck?
band.
Duck?
Say again?
Duck?
Goose.
Duck?
I get it. Yeah, not my favorite band. Maybe I'm just clipping on the audio. Here, I'm gonna record a little lower. All right. So another band I'm probably not gonna go see, and tickets are already sold out, and I can't actually find available tickets. Which usually you can find tickets for a very expensive amount, but I couldn't even find tickets. Didn't even know they were playing per se. Wednesday. Have you heard Wednesday at all?
Yeah. I deleted that album recently off my playlist.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, man. I really dig Wednesday. It's hard to tell. Is it 4 or 5 people, depending? I think MJ Lenderman is in it, but he's only in the studio project now. He's not on tour with them. The lead singer, Carly Hartman.
He blew up, too.
Yeah, man. I mean, he did guitar and vocals on Wahachi. Also, plus he does his own work. He has 4 or 5 of his own albums out. But yeah, the album is Bleeds from 2025, so probably make my top 20 list by Wednesday. Group out of Asheville. They're really interesting. Maybe one of their songs could even be on a haunted playlist, but I'll save that for another day.
Whoa, that would be crazy.
Totally. There's other bands. I think Horsegirl is coming through. Have you heard of Horsegirl at all?
No, tell me more.
Really? You haven't heard of Horsegirl?
No, I know the horse guy that's in those Old Spice commercials.
No, Horsegirl. It's a Chicago trio, all women. And I don't know what album this is. Maybe the third one, but it's called Phonetics On and On. And what would their sound be like? Man, Oh, how would I describe it? That's usually your job. What would? Hmm. I feel like the vocals are a little off. It's just very not ethereal. It's not country. It's definitely like in the indie rock alternative vein, but it's a little off kilter.
Which album is it?
It's called Phonetics On and On. But hold on, I have too many favorite songs now. Yeah, I'm ill prepared with my memory to remember what awesome songs. Actually, I think I like their previous album too. Man, it's a long time. Sorry. All right. Well, I'm going to move on from Horsegirl. But what's funny about Horsegirl is, like I said, it's a trio, all women. I'm also into this band called Frost Children. Um, that's a pop duo, siblings, two sisters. They basically moved from St. Louis. Now they live in Ridgewood, New York. They're kind of like glitchcore. I don't know what.
Ridgewood, huh?
Yeah, man. That's because they're cool now.
Wow.
It's like screamo, maybe indie sleaze, depending on whatever those words actually mean. But it's really fun. It's like I said, it's the two of them, and they have crazy lyrics. But it's obviously an electronic realm. I think the only thing that they really consider, like, a lot of these bands are trying to like genre bending, you know what I mean, or breaking barriers, or don't want to be pigeonholed. But all of them seem to be okay being labeled punk, which is kind of cool. Even Joey Valence and Brae, Punk Tactics was the name of one of their albums, right? So like, however, maybe punk like the DIY, do it yourself, do whatever you want to do. Maybe punk is the indie version of Brat. But
I mean, punk is the new pop, man.
Yep. Rolling on with female trios, Automatic. They have a new one out called "Is It Now?" ? Yeah. What would I say? It's a trio. They must have keys, right? So it's like synth pop, maybe, or obviously like new wave and post punk get thrown around a lot, but it's like that kind of genre. But they're out of LA. I think this is their third album. They've been around for a bit. Yeah. So
do you have a song or a specific album that you would recommend us listeners check out?
It's all in my title. No, I mean I do, but I don't know it off the top of my head. I think people have to read the notes or just check it out themselves. I will say I think it's the first song that I actually listened to on that album. I don't know how I found all these, by the way. Maybe it's just. Actually, you know what? I think a lot of these bands I'm finding because I'll be on Instagram and I'll listen to Joey Valence, JVB. And JVB, they'll say, by the way, their Instagram handle is JVB sucks. So, I mean, that's how they're totally.
So they're like Primus?
Exactly. And they're like Beastie Boys. So they're totally like took ChatGPT and what would Keith and Steve like a new band to sound like. I'm not saying ChatGPT was right there, but I love them. Yeah, what was I looking for again? A song by. Oh, there's another good. Oh, I have a bunch of new bands I really like. All right, I'll have to figure this one out later. Is It Now by Automatic is the name of the album. It just came out. You gotta check it out. Let's see. Do I have more? I do have more. This is crazy. By the way, I did not know this as I was putting this together, but all these have female singers. I mean, obviously the all-female bands do, but the next couple are bands, but Sprints. Have you heard of Sprints? All capital letters. Sprints.
No, this is news to me.
We kind of switched roles. It's like one of those weird movies. Anyway, it's Irish garage punk. Again, punk. Apparently, maybe that's just my taste as well. Maybe I was on a punk playlist.
Irish garage punk. These do sound like AI generated bands.
Dude, or at least descriptions.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, but again, like punk pop. Man, it's all very similar. They all sound different. That's why words to describe music is kind of stupid, but it is what it is.
Yeah, it's tricky. Like when you're excited about them this year and then you go back and listen in 2 years and you're like, oh, that didn't hold up as well as I thought it did. Or something else that came from 2 years ago slips through and you're like, oh, this is way cooler now than I ever recall.
True. These are also like new to me. So I'm in like the honeymoon phase
Yeah.
of it. But like there's 2 songs off their new album, Need and Better. Those are 2 different songs. Those are the 2 songs I kind of faved on my phone. And those are the ones I listen to over and over again. Really cool. Again, you know, post-punk or pop-punk or pop-punky, whatever. You know, it's fun. Okay, check this out. Well, actually, no. I said I was going to go a couple more female singers. This one is real new to me. I don't even remember when I faved it. But basically, it's called Snooper. Have you heard of Snooper at all?
I know Snoop Dogg, but not Snooper. I know
Yeah,
Grouper.
no, it's Snooper, but it's like stylized with like 2 carrots over the 2 O's. It's a Nashville punk band with the female singer. Their latest album is called, I think the opener is the one I'm really into, Opt Out. I think it's only like 10 or 11 songs, the album. But yeah, they're out of Nashville. They're really catchy. They're actually a punk band.
Is that a good choice to say Opt Out on the first song?
I mean, when I wrote it down, I realized it was kind of weird. But yeah, I'm opting in. I'm choosing to opt in. It could be a song where that's what it's about. But Snooper is a punk band, like straight up. Like it is a guitar band.
Yeah.
So yeah, they've got their lo-fi punk aesthetic. I think they started with drum machines. I think they've added a band now for recording at least or touring.
Right.
But Snooper's pretty cool. I will say there is, I think, one more. There's 2 more. Yeah, there's 2 more I kind of have in mind. I do not know how to pronounce this. Maruja, Maruja, Maruja. Again, they're all punk, pop, post-punk, whatever. But it's their latest one is called Pain to Power. It's from September of this year, just came out. Okay, this is the band you might like. Or at least this album. I didn't listen to their previous albums. I think it's their 3rd one. But I'm sorry, it's their debut studio album. Pain to Power by Maruja. The first song, the song Break the Tension. The best way I can describe it is it sounds like grunge morphine. Like
I don't even know how to react to that.
I know, and I realize now okay, let me start over. It's 4 people in the band. It's the morphine setup, bass, alto sax, drums, and a guitarist. There is a guitarist. But there was one song that kind of sounded like PJ Harvey "Rid of Me" vibes. I don't know why. It doesn't sound anything like that. It's a guy singer. But yeah, it's like the gain is turned all the way up. So it's like, oh, here you go. This is why I think you might like this particular band. The bassist cites Swans as his favorite band.
Okay. That's disturbing.
Yeah, totally. And the alto sax, yeah. So that might be the one you try later today, Maruja. The Break the Tension is is one of the songs. The other song I'd recommend, the opener, is Bloodsport, and that's the one that I thought of PJ Harvey for. Well, you know what it was? I was trying to think of an off-kilter, not screaming, but kind of singer, and like kind of off rhythm, and I just thought of
like
early
Deerhoof.
PJ. Maybe I'm not familiar enough with the Deerhoofs.
Well, Deerhoof, they put out a new album this year. This must be, I don't know, their 20th or something.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. Another D. We could have mentioned them last week in the 3Ds episode.
Yeah. And then the last one, and this kind of I should have put this back with the AG Club and Joey Valence Brae, JVB, is Princess Nokia. She put out her fourth album. It's called Girls.
And she's what, feminist rap?
Yeah.
Is that her genre?
Maybe. It's really good. Yeah, actually, wait, I don't know where I saw this. Hold on a second. Let me just scanning my notes. Oh, check this out. This is next to her name. I got this from Chad GBT. Princess Nokia's latest record is fierce, genre fluid. Again, all this genre bending stuff, and unapologetically herself. She fuses elements of rap, punk, indie, and soul into a vibrant statement on identity and evolution. If there's a new dad rock feminist anthem in 2025, this is it. That's what I get for using the same history for the last 50 episodes where I ask ChatGPT questions. So, Princess Nokia
that's funny. So, ChatGPT in real time is becoming your yes man, just like they predicted it would be. Totally. That's great. I love it, though. I asked ChatGPT months ago what the new dad rock was, and it gave me a pretty compelling answer. But one of the things I'm starting to realize about the new dad rock, and listening to you scurry through all these bands and obscure names and shot out like meteors, is that I don't know. I think you do really focus on the new in that you listen to music that's part of the time, part of being there. Whereas I listen to a lot of music as trying to get away, as if I'm getting like relief from the place. So I listen to a lot more psychedelic music, and I listen to a lot more monotonous, repetitious music. And so I'll only name a couple so far that I've listened to a lot this year. And I mean, the first one is the FOMIES. These guys, I literally don't know even where the album came up. It might have been recommended on Reddit. It could have been recommended on Apple Music. But their album is called Liminality. Came out earlier this year. And it's just heavy psychedelic, a little bit OCs like, a little bit King Gizzard like when they're playing the psychedelic rock. It's not genre bending. It's not gender fluid. It's not anything but, heavy psychedelic rock and very fun at times. There's a 3-song Colossus 1, Colossus 2, Colossus 3, a 3-song suite right in the middle of the album that really takes you to another level. So the FOMIES, Liminality, this is definitely going to be in my top albums of the year. I've mentioned them a number of times, of course, but Hawkwind, their album, There Is No Space for Us. Again, just very fun psychedelic space rock. Like, I can't get enough of it, and it's high quality. And the one that's kind of the pop music in my mind is Viagra Boys. And the album is called Viagra Boys. So a little difference in spacing out of the words, probably better for your internet search. This album, top to bottom, is just a lot of fun, and this is definitely punk music.
Yeah, setting up for this episode, I was like, I know some of our listeners, my wife in particular, likes our when we have episodes when we're sharing new music, so that might have inspired it. But also, for whatever reason, the last month or so, I just came across a bunch of good music. Probably started through Joey Valence Brae, and then AG Club opening for them, and then JVB recommended some of these other bands, and then Geese came out, like, for me, kind of came out of nowhere, as like how they had their moment, quote unquote, like everyone's talking about as their moment, or Wednesday's touring. So I think seeing all these bands coming through touring, selling out shows, which is terrific for them. Not bands I listened to 2-3 months ago. So it's really exciting that it's like the first time in a long time I feel like I have a bunch of new music for me to listen to. And that is awesome.
Yeah, so I'm back here in the band's on their 5th and 7th and 15th albums, rotting away like the old man that I am, kicking in my rocking chair.
Dude, yeah, we'll have Hemingway write your biography. The old man and the LPs.
Is he available?
Totally. He is on the AI front.
Exactly. Well, before AI replaces us, I don't think they would have come up with the bands that we just listed tonight. So do your homework. Keith, you're going to have to scribble those down in the episode notes. So scroll up on your phone or other listening device and check it out. We are the New Dad Rock, as always and ever, forever and ever. Forever, ever, forever, ever. Are you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
You're not going to say anything?
No. How can I go after that?